Hey everyone, Desiree here. So in this video, I thought I would show you how I condition my traveler's notebooks. I get a lot of questions about how I condition my notebooks. Do I condition my notebooks? And if I do, what products do I use? How often do I do it? So I thought I would just kind of do a video kind of answering all those questions and showing you how I condition my notebooks, what I use, and I guess the process of, how I try and keep my notebooks looking, as best as they can. Now, I want to preface this notebook by saying this is what I do. I'm not saying I'm the authority on this. I'm not saying that this is how you should do it. I've never had any bad experiences, but, if you're going to do what I do, you're going to do so at your own risk. So if for some reason you do what I do, and if it doesn't work out to your liking, please don't say, well, Desiree said this, and blame me because it didn't turn out how you wanted. But honestly, I really don't think that would happen because I don't do anything that drastic to make the notebook or the notebooks not come out, good. So like I said, I'm going to show you how I condition my notebooks. I've got 4 traveler's notebooks here. Actually, I was thinking of conditioning one that seemed a little dry, and then I went through my collection and thought I'd, look at some other ones and figure I could just do them all. So I'll start off by showing you what I have. I have a Foxy Fix Butterscotch Wonderlust, a Foxy Fix Licorice Wonderlust. I've got a Chic Sparrow Creme Brulee, or Creme and Creme Brulee, and then a Chic Sparrow Creme and Dark Chocolate. And I find that these are my driest leathers of all the traveler's notebooks I own. I don't know if it's the process of how they're treated or dyed or whatever, but these happen to be pretty dry, and so I condition these probably, I would say maybe once every 3 to 6 months, just depending. I actually bought this Foxy Fix Butterscotch from the buy sell group, and when I got it, it was super dry. So I don't know if the girl who had it before me did something to the leather, and that's why it's so dry. But this one seems to be really dry. And I find myself conditioning this one more frequently, and you can even see there's still some dry patches like around here. So I don't know if she spilled something or if that's just the way this was, but whatever. I'm going to show you what I do to kind of make it not so dry and try and keep it looking nice. Now, some people like their notebooks looking kind of dry, and that's fine. You don't have to do this, but like I said, this is just what I do. So let's talk about some of the products that I use. So what I do to condition my traveler's notebooks are I use only a couple of products. Now, I have used more in the past, but I have found that I have had the best experience with these things. I know there's a lot more other wonderful products on the market, but I'm just showing you what I use. Hands down, what I like for quickness and less mess is fractionated coconut oil. I buy this on Amazon, and I recommend fractionated coconut oil if you are going to use coconut oil, because this is coconut oil that stays liquid. It has had the fat content removed from it, so if it gets cold or the temperature drops, the oil does not solidify. It stays liquid all the time. And I know for some people that was a problem who used regular coconut oil on their notebooks, because in the wintertime or when it's cold, when the coconut oil solidifies, you'll see like these white like chunks and stuff on it, which is not good. The other thing I like to use is leather honey. I also got this on Amazon. I have used this stuff for years, even before I got into traveler's notebooks. It's always worked really well. I love it. It's kind of thick. I don't know if you can see in here. It's thick, but it's not, you know, sticky. And mine is almost gone. I probably need to order some more. But the only thing about this is that it will darken your leather. So if you have a notebook that is a certain color and you want to keep it that color, I would not recommend this. However, if you have a notebook that you do want the leather to get darker, this is a great product to use. And I've never had any issues with it, and it works really well. Now I know Kelly from Foxy Fix recommends, is it Fibrings or Fiblings or something like that? And I've heard really good things about that too. I've never used it. These are the only two things I've used right here. Now, as far as a cleaner goes, sometimes you will need a cleaner. I recently got this from, what is it, Angelus? And this works really, really well. You don't need a whole lot, and you can see what it works on. If I had spilled some tea on one of my other notebooks, and I used this, you know, just a little tiny bit to kind of get it up, and it worked great. So I recommend this for a leather cleaner. I know there's other ones out there, but this is the only one that I have experience with that I know works really well. So today I'm going to use the coconut oil and show you how I condition my notebooks. So I'm going to start off with this Foxy Fix Butterscotch, and you can see that this one has actually, I mean, it's gotten a little bit darker because the only thing I've conditioned this with in the past has been coconut oil, and it's made it a little bit darker, but it's not that much darker. And you know, that's why I like using the coconut oil as opposed to the leather honey, because I do want to keep it this golden color for as long as I can, or as much as possible. So what I do, there's no real science or trick to this, and I'm not even going to take my inserts out. But what I do is I literally just kind of pour a little bit on. And then I take my finger, you know, because it's coconut oil. Oops. Now this is going to look scary for a minute because you're going to say, oh no, Desiree, your notebook has gotten so dark. But, and I just kind of rub it in. And you will see how quickly this soaks in. Now I'm doing this kind of messy because I'm doing it on camera. If I were not doing it on this video, I would do it a lot neater. But I just take my finger, and you can see it soaks in pretty quickly. Okay, there you go. And you can see it's already starting, like the color is already starting to come back. Okay, and then what I do is after this soaks in, and I know this looks bad, but don't worry, friends, it'll work itself out. I'm gonna let this sit for a little while. Oops. And you'll see that this will all soak in, and then that golden brown color will come back. All right, so now I'm gonna do oh, and when this side is done, I'll flip it over and do the other side. Excuse me. So now I'm going to do, this is my Chic Sparrow Creme Brulee. This is an older one. So this one is kind of dry. I actually have never conditioned this one, but I'm going to do it right now for you all. Again, I'm going to take the coconut oil. Oops. It's kind of messy too, so you may want to do this like, you know, over the sink or over, you know, paper towels or something. But I mean, it's really easy. You know, it's really super easy. Okay. And you can see that soaked up really well. I mean, there's no greasy feeling or anything like that. Like I said, you do see a little bit of darkness, but I promise you that will fade. You can see it's already starting to fade on this one. And it'll probably be totally back to normal in a few hours. All right, so let's do, this is the Foxy Fix Licorice. This one's not really that dry, but you know, I'm going to condition it just for the sake of the video. Now I know someone said they had used like Vaseline to condition their notebook, and that didn't turn out well. And I wouldn't recommend that anyway because it's petroleum, and petroleum is a man-made product. So at least coconut oil we know is a natural product. Now the cool thing about the black one is like this soaks in really, really fast, and then you can't even tell anything was on here. See, I mean, it has a nice sheen, but it's not greasy or oily or anything. There, and that one's done. See, and it's not greasy. It doesn't soak through and ruin your inserts. And it looks great. All right, and then finally I will do the dark chocolate. This one I've conditioned before. Oops. And this one, it just seems so dry. I don't know if it's just this leather, but it just really soaks up the oil. And this one I really wouldn't even mind if it got darker because I like the dark brown. But I mean, see, look, like that just soaked in. I mean, it's darker, but there's no greasiness or oiliness at all. And I'm sure, like, you know, when you're doing this to your notebooks, you would probably take take your time and, you know, do it a lot neater than what I'm doing. And I'll probably do this neater once I'm off camera and I can really see. But see, it just really soaks in. And like I said, in a few hours, that will be completely back to the color. I mean, I already see it starting to dry, so to speak. See, now this is the Foxy Fix one. Oops. See how the original color is already starting to come back. Same with the Chic Sparrow. And I know, like I said, I know this looks bad, but this is not going to be there. But you can see it's starting to look how it was. And then the leather is so soft and squishy and floppy. And then that black one, like I said, I mean, you can't even tell. Okay, so what I will do is, because this will probably take a little while longer, but I'll post some pictures like after about an hour so you can see how these soaked up the oil. I'll post a picture at the end of this video, and then that way you can get an idea of how it works. But that's what I do, friends. That's how I condition my traveler's notebook. Like I said, these are the only two products that I use that I really like. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, everyone, so it's been maybe about I want to say like half an hour or so. And you can see on the Foxy Fix, the oil is pretty much all kind of soaked in and absorbed. And on the creme brulee, same thing. The creme brulee. The dark chocolate, you can see, still has a little bit of the oil, but it's fading nicely. I know that will eventually fade out, you know, when it probably it's just going to take a little bit longer. So there you go. Just wanted to show you how it looks so you don't have to freak out and think that the stains are going to be permanent, because they're not. Okay, thanks so much for watching.